This is Aaron Freed with Blue Ribbon Flies in West Yellowstone, Montana. And today we're tying our copper Quill Nymph, another new pattern for 2019. Starting with the size 16 nymph hook, Umpqua U101 or Tiemco 3761 are both great choices. And we have a 3/32 inch copper tungsten bead. And we're going to start with an 8/0 ultra thread in fluorescent orange. Start our thread behind the bead and wrap base right back to the bend, stopping right when you're about even with the barb. And we're going to tie in a few tails, which we're just going to use some brown dry fly hackle fibers. Just anything that's fairly stiff works just fine. Tie those in about the length of the shank, give or take. And then I'm going to wrap over top of those fibers right up to the bead. And then for the body, we're going to use Hemingway's synthetic peacock quill, and the color is transparent tan. And these are tapered. For the 16, I'm going to clip about 1/4 inch or so off the end there, but depending on the size of your fly, you may want to trim it back a little bit more, a little bit less, depending on the desired thickness of that quill. I'm going to start tying that in right behind the bead and wrap back to the tails. And the reason that I want to tie that in at the front and wrap all the way over those hackle fibers is we have a nice smooth body in there without having any big bumps at the back where we tied in our materials. And these quills are adhesive, so I'm going to tie that in with the adhesive side up so that when I go ahead and start wrapping that quill forward, it flips that adhesive side to the bottom and it sticks right to that thread base there. So we're going to wrap a nice even quill body forward, and we'll stop just a little bit behind the bead. Trim that out of the way, and then we're going to use just a little bit of olive brown ice dab for color on this fly. Just a couple turns of that right behind the bead, and then we're just going to whip finish, form a little bit of a hot spot there with our hot orange thread. And you can take your brush and just kind of tease a little bit of that dubbing out there. And it's just a very simple little kind of Euro style nymph. Great for PMD nymphs, but also it's just a general searching pattern. That's the copper Quill Nymph.